quick, stop swearing.
Hey, there we are.
I'm an American. They love swearing. They just assume that that's all I do.
Absolutely. Welcome, everyone. We are down to 4 of us tonight. Matt, hope you feel better soon. But with us here for Star Trek Adventures, we have, in order of rank this week, Ed's position has moved on the chart. We can see.
Ooh. I'm first.
Excuse me, but I'm first. I'm the GM. Thank you.
No, well, you're not that important.
First on the away team, we have Executive Officer. Do you know what? I've just realised I've spelled executive wrong. Oh, how dare I? I need to correct that straight away. There we go. Executive Officer, Lieutenant Commander Lee Varren. How you doing, Usher?
I'm good, man. My internet is atrocious and just really bad. So if there's issues, it's all Ed's fault.
If you end up freezing, absolutely. We have, keeping it in order of rank, we have in the science station, Lieutenant Davok.
Oh,
Amy, how you doing?
Now. I'm all right.
You are. You do outrank someone on the away team.
Winning. Not that I care, clearly. Davok doesn't mind. It's still good, but secretly Amy minds.
Secretly Amy minds.
Amy is ambitious, Davok is beyond such things, is that right?
Well, Davok is logical, right? And it would make sense for him. Actually, to be fair, given the other rank structure and how competent we are, it would make sense for Davok to be the captain of the ship. Just saying. Logically.
I don't know how to fly a ship.
Well, no, that would be the con position.
I know a guy who can do that. He's very good.
Neither does Wraal.
You're only saying that because he's not here. Because we do have an Andorian in our midst, do we not? In the amazing, amazing cosplay again. We have Chief Petty Officer, which is a non-com role, I believe. Is that correct?
That's right. I'll get paid for a living, pink skin.
Well, I know Ed knows far, far more about these things than I do. But yeah, Chief Petty Officer. I'm going to have a go at this.
Oh, yeah. Please do, because then I can find out how it's...
the Bartlesby.
that's it. Yeah, that's it.
It's pretty good. It's a play on my dog's name, which is Reginald von Bartlesby.
Basically, I'm Varren's pet dog.
No,
weird turn.
It really did. It's more of the fact that any that name is stolen from Borderlands 3, and it's a just like a DLC nonsense, and it's just like it's like a cricket in a jar that has a mustache that's like painted onto the jar, and it made me laugh, and so I named my dog after it, and then I've subsequently named something in all of my D&D and like other games after it, and Ed was kind enough to make his character named after it. Anyways,
if you'd have mentioned the mustache, we could have added that in as canon as well.
Oh man, the mustache can be canon. Can Andorians have mustaches? Can they have facial hair? I don't know.
Not sure. Chat will help us out with that one.
Seen.
Yeah, no,
I don't think they've ever been seen with it. They can be. They can have hair or not. I couldn't stretch as far as finding a big white wig to stick my antennas in.
I've learned that chat knows more about this game and about how to play it, as well as Star Wars, than I do. And so
it's Star Trek.
You know what? You can just kick me out of the group now. I'm just damn it.
Hand in your geek card at the door.
Captain Quinn is going to crucify me. It's not. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
Speaking of our listeners, we have some very big hellos to make. To Ben Kerno, hello.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Paranormal Ben is here as well. Now, Paranormal Ben is one of our big followers over at Aliens Explored, the podcast I do with
That's
my
an excellent
friend Neil.
podcast. I do
talking
enjoy that one. So much so I became one.
Thank you very much. You did indeed. And yeah, Paranormal Ben runs Central Utah.
Captain Quinn wants me to get my coat. This is all I own, unfortunately. This background it's really just like a hut behind me. It's like a favela.
Is it like Jabba the Hutt?
Oh,
You know, from Star Trek.
God damn it! I'm sorry. All right, I made a mistake.
You're never going to live that down now.
It's never gonna go away.
Oh, dear. And of course,
God.
yes, a big hello to Captain Quinn as well. Oh my goodness, yes. So, oh gosh, shall we have a bit of a recap as to where we are? And as ever, we turn to one of the away team to give us their log.
Science Officer's Log, Stardate 57121.6, Lieutenant Davok reporting. We are continuing to investigate the abandoned Klingon mining outpost on Eelin 4 with a view to finding as much information about the neural parasites and their machinations. Every answer we find seems to raise more questions, however. The Klingons seem to be mutating into a more primitive proto-Klingons when receiving parasites, as well as the parasites themselves, which become more bulky and armoured. After battling some Romulans, being controlled by the parasites, we encountered an unjoined Trill geneticist.
It's easy for you to say.
I know. Say that 3 times fast. No, go on. It's impossible.
Trill geneticist.
Okay,
Just to
well,
show
Shut
off.
up!
You read
Shut
the
up!
log then.
Go home.
Played for and got.
So we encountered an
Don't play
unjoined.
Pathfinder.
Yeah. Let's do that. Maybe.
Oh no! No, you're gonna stay for this one. You can do that later.
Okay. An unjoined Trill geneticist who has been working with them in order to help Klingons and parasites join symbiotically. I will be honest, there have been occasions I have questioned Starfleet recruiting a traditionalist Ferengi. However, Commander Bosh was instrumental in weaving a deception and gaining the Trill's trust. Certainly, for all my intelligence and logic, I would have struggled to do so myself. Infinite diversity in infinite combinations, indeed. Most disconcerting is the information gleaned that the parasite-controlled Romulans have discovered an Iconian gateway. If they can get it operational, they would pose a substantial threat, not only to the Federation, but to the entire galaxy. Whilst we don't know the location of the gateway, Tal Duron, the Trill scientist, has told us there are others down the corridor who may. Our acting EXO then called for him to be transported to the ship. There are many times I feel gratitude for being a Vulcan and having my emotional control, and this is one of them. Given the stakes and the risk, I would otherwise undoubtedly be, to use a human phrase, shitting myself. How fortunate I do not have to experience this firsthand.
Very well done. Very well done.
That was amazing.
And sorry for taking the mickey a little.
Very nicely read, Mr. Davok. Very nicely. Sit over here.
That's a private log. Ready?
Exactly.
Oh, I could hear you from here, Mr. Davok. It was very nicely said. You've got a lovely speaking voice. I like Vulcans.
I had my
granddad
private
did.
log the other week where I was just like, I said all this shit and I was just like, Wraal could hear this. You gotta delete all this bullshit. Guaranteed Wraal knows everything that I've said.
Do we all make logs together and like sort of go off on our separate ways, or is there like a continuous rota of
Well,
logs? So
we went
someone's
back to the-
always recapping.
If you remember, we went back to the medical bay and then we dealt with this thing, beamed that guy to the ship, and then we were like, all right, 5-minute break, everyone have a sandwich, and we all went inside of this tree to do our recording. That's basically how it happens. I'm
You get
assuming
buffer
that's
time
canon.
and sandwich time on any Starfleet vessel. I mean, buffer time is important. Log time is important.
Yep. No, that's how I assume it works.
Yeah, each person would record their own log. You'd have the official log and a personal log as well.
Is it
a personal
regulated?
log usually once a day?
Are you allowed not to?
Yeah, well, that was my next question. Is it regulated by Starfleet? Is that something that you need to?
Your
Oh my
official
God,
log, absolutely, you have to do them. It's a requirement. Personal logs, I believe, are optional.
Do you have to do truthful logs? Because can it be like?
Yes.
Can you? Because let's like breaking the fourth wall here. Stu writes most of these, and then we like adjust them as they need to. Can you send me one, and then I rewrite it completely and just call it canon? Just be like, it'll be Exo's log.
Very truthful ones, and then deletes them, doesn't he?
That's like asking the question: would it be possible for your character to lie? Well, the answer is yes, of course. Anyone can lie. The better question is, would you lie? And would your character lie? Not whether they can or not. Of course they can.
No,
and of course,
deep. It's already got deep. God damn it.
Of course, lying risks being found out.
I know, and I gotta like open up. I gotta reopen the chat here and see how many people are just like yelling at us for asking if we can lie. So...
No, nobody's doing that. Captain Quinn's mentioned, do we watch Legends of Tomorrow? Which I do, as part of my exercise routine. It's a recap type thing like that, and the actors take turns at doing them. Well, they're doing the show.
What is this?
Canonically, this was in response to the question about do they take turns or do they do them?
I don't know what I've done.
But canonically, they all do them. They just show each one. There we go. Fantastic. So, how are we all feeling about this this mining outpost?
Absolutely terrified.
It's not been the best of fun.
Yeah, Iconians. I mean, good lord, they've thrown everything into this one, haven't they? If a Borg walks through it, then we'll have the complete set house.
Well, as I said to you on the chat, I might even throw in a planet killer at some point.
Yeah.
a proper original series one.
I mean, we never know what happened to Vija after joining with Deckard and Ilia.
Oh, that's it. We could have a whale probe as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, there's a whole novel about what happens to them
I'm gonna
after.
pretend I understand those references and just be like, yeah, Star Trek, like, yay, we can do these things.
Just get a little Star Trek pennant that you can just wave.
Under Discord, you said something about Amy. You're like, I hadn't seen that movie, and I was just like, fuck, I haven't even seen half the shows. Like, I don't even know what we're talking about half the time. They said Iconian, and I was frantically like messaging Matt on the Discord while we're having the show last time. And I was like, what is a gateway? What does that mean? Like, what does this mean? It sounds important.
It's do you know what? And I will say it's absolutely anything that comes up, feel free to ask the question, what is that? Because there might be things mentioned that we wouldn't expect you to know, or we would expect you to know, or so always ask. Nobody's
I will. I would hope that eventually, like maybe not now, but if we're throwing this up on YouTube or people are watching this later, I would hope that maybe there are people that are playing like me that don't know a whole lot about this and would want to know those questions and may not have like all of the information. And that's one of the reasons I want to keep playing is because this is like all brand new to me. This is everything you bring out that's like canon in the world. For me, it's brand fucking new, and I'm just like, this is awesome. Let's explore it further. Anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. Captain Quinn has mentioned there is another planet killer out there. That is absolutely true. So I could, in fact, throw 2 planet killers at you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's what the
There's a
universe
potential
needs.
for that. Thanks, Captain Quinn.
God, why is he still here? Why has no one banned him?
Oh, brilliant. So, yes, you've done your... basically, you've tortured poor Tal Duran.
No, we did not.
Davok did not do that.
Emotionally.
No, and
You
it
threatened
was not,
him, and...
We did threaten him, but we threatened him for information, and then we sent him back to the ship, where he's going to be,
tied him to a medical examination couch. I mean, yeah.
It was very borderline, wasn't it?
Usher's now frozen. Fantastic.
It went very dark very quickly.
It could have done, certainly. But yes, you managed to get plenty of information out of him about the Iconian Gateway, about there being more down the road.
It only froze me when I was talking about the torture that we did. And it was just like the overall people being like, we can't actually release this. So we do have like Star Trek overlords that are watching us.
Well, Zoom has just decided you will not defend that. It won't happen.
Well, my thing is, if we can't have sight.
You cannot win.
Someone from CBS keeps pressing the button.
Yeah.
The timing is perfect.
That's right. We'll hang on to see what Usher's going to say, because I expect it's
I'm not
going
going to say anything. I'm not saying anything. Done. Keep moving.
Oh, dear,
my internet is totally going to hold out. This is going to be a completely coherent stream.
Right. So yes, as we faded to black and the titles came up last time, you had just tapped your comm badge and requested a beam up for Tal Duran up to the ship. So we're going to cut now back to the Livingston. So quick, take your makeup off, put your trill stuff on.
Oh, I'm going to get this box, shall I?
Quick change. Boom.
Needs a new T-shirt.
There is no Bartlesby, there is only Zool. So, yeah, need to speak to Wraal then. Wraal, you've just had this request. Sonia Gomez reports from the engineering station on the bridge that beaming up from their current location will be difficult. It's not impossible, but how essential is it?
Oh, my God. Sonia Gomez just needs to do her job and not add opinions.
I mean, you are quite a way underground.
I'm sorry, that was...
We're getting some very, very broken communications from Mr. Varren. It must be something to do with the rock. Why is there a traumatized trill in my transporter room?
So, yeah, well, would you like to proceed with beaming?
Well, yes.
Or do you want to ask your XO for more information?
This might be a time for Wraal to ask Mr. Varren. You requested someone to be beamed up. Is there anything are there any procedures we need to take, or you'd recommend we take?
I think he might be frozen.
Like maybe beaming him directly to the councillor's chambers.
Wait, I'm gonna fix my internet right after this conversation. Well, Wraal, we oh my God, this is stupid. We talked about that. You and I didn't talk about this, but other people did while we were there. As far as I remember, they were working with the people that were down there fighting. Correct? That's out of game.
Yeah.
All right. So they were working with We got the information. We don't want them as a loose end, and we can't just incapacitate them. And short of like knocking them out with a phaser or whatnot, I was trying to get them on our ship so that possibly, I don't think, I doubt the Livingston has like interrogation abilities, but it would be more get them out of the situation, put them on the ship, and then we can figure out more information later. That was the whole point of beaming them to Wraal.
No, that's fine. So in that case, we'll simply we'll beam him up, and I'll have him escorted to a guest's quarters, and have one of your team posted outside the door for his safety.
Right. So we are going to attempt to do some beaming. Fantastic. Now, I'm going to need from Sonia Gomez, so I'll have you do the roll for this, please, Ed. It's going to be danger or control plus engineering with a difficulty of 2. This is going to be then control and engineering, so 15 with a difficulty 2.
Does the ship assist her with this one if she's beaming?
No, there is no assistance from the ship.
Okay. Let's.
What is this for?
Sending
This
the
is
guy
to
back the
beam
ship.
Talgeron up. Because you are quite a way underground, it's not particularly easy.
Yeah, it's not entirely straightforward. Do we have what's our momentum status at the moment?
Oh, you know what? I should have mentioned this earlier on. You have left over from last games 3 momentum left, and I have 5 threat.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, use a momentum. At least 1.
Yeah, hang on, let me just get my momentum tracker. So we'll go down to 2, and Stu's got 5 on the threat. So, okay, so I will add in a dice for that. And what's the target number we're looking for, Stu?
This is a... Oh, actually, no. Do you know what I misread? This is a difficulty 1 task, so you may not wish to spend a momentum.
What do we think? Leave the momentum?
Exercise, maybe?
I think it's up to you as you're rolling it.
Okay, we'll keep it in, because if we get 3 successes, we've got more momentum, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go with that.
Difficulty 15 is tough, though. So
well, we've got a 13, an 11, and a 9.
Nah.
yeah,
Excellent. So you got
there we
3
go.
successes. So you get 2 momentum back.
Yay.
Excellent. That was to obtain lock, incidentally. Now to actually conduct the transport, it needs again a control and engineering task. This time assisted by the sensors and engineering from the ship. So I can tell you.
Have that one for the ship and 2 engineering dice.
Ooh.
So, if you want to roll the ship first, it's sensors and engineering.
How are Livingston? Don't let us down.
That is
Looking
10.
Captain Quinn's comment.
That's the ship.
Just
4.
realizing that.
Excellent.
4.
So, that's 1 success. It is a difficulty of 2. So now we need control and engineering again. 2 more... 1 more success required.
Okay, we've got a 7 and an 11, so that's an extra one.
Excellent. So you get another
That's my
momentum.
birthday.
And Talgeron starts to go all sparkly and shimmery as he starts to beam up. A fraction of a second after he starts to beam, Bosh also starts to sparkle and start to be transported away.
What did you do, Reggie?
Note,
Why did you mess this up?
I haven't touched him, boss. I'm not going to do transporters.
interesting to note, Bosh's transport completes before Talgeron's. And it started after.
Is it?
So that means Bosh started it himself?
Does transporting take a set time generally? Like it always takes 6 seconds or however long.
Depends on the transporter system. Klingon transporters tend to take longer. Federation
I like that.
transports are fairly fast. But
I very much like that Stu gave us like a nugget of info that is like important, and then decided to be super vague about what it means. Thank you.
I have an idea.
Farron is currently slamming his head against the desk trying to figure out what's going on.
Are we missing any items?
I mean, as far as Varren is concerned, of course,
tricorders.
2 people have just beamed up when he's only asked for 1.
I mean,
maybe
seeing
the ship.
Varren looking around the room, seeing that there is no Bosh here, sees nothing wrong with the situation, is ready to go back to action.
Presume Wraal has just realised that the chief medical officer has beamed back to the ship with the trill in question.
No.
Oh. In that case...
Talgeron has arrived on the ship.
Wait, Bosh is
as
not
far as the
arrived on the
Livingston
ship?
is concerned, everything is exactly as expected.
Wait, no, wait. I need to contact Wraal and ask Wraal if Bosh has arrived on the ship, because if it was, well, actually, I need you guys' input on this. If, as a Starfleet officer, as the XO of the ship, I would assume that I would know enough to know that this was weird. That Bosh made an
you'd have pretty much contact the ship straight away and ask, just a minute, I asked for 1 beam up. Have you got 2 people up there?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that was something I would do. Like if it wasn't, because I don't know.
That's exactly what you would immediately do.
Okay, in which case I would contact Wraal or the engineer or Sasha and say, why were there 2 beams, and can you beam Bosh back here?
Well, from Raal's point of view, he'll check with Gomez. Did you you did beam up 1 as instructed?
Gomez reports yes. 1 trill.
Okay. On board and okay, Mr. Varren, yes, the trill you requested has been received on board safely and is just being escorted to some guest quarters by 2 of your security team.
Thank you, Wraal. The freebie I didn't request is gone.
Okay, so either
beaten up as well, and so we need to locate him, I would imagine, because otherwise some crazy shit is going on.
I have a question. When you transport,
I have a lot of questions.
When you transport, is there any kind of like residue or signal left over from the transport that we might have gleaned some information
Oh, there
from?
you go. There you go.
Excellent question.
Use those science
I have a follow-up if this works.
So, yes, there is usually ionization in the area from the transport.
I'm so happy it's you that is here, because if it were Matt, it would just be like, what kind of hyperspray can I use, and also what rule of acquisition would be?
Purports to this.
Is there a sort of a signature with the ionization to be able to determine direction or what type of transporter it was that did it, the technology behind it?
Not as such, but if you wish to scan for anomalous energy readings, you can.
Okay.
You have a working transporter, don't you?
Tricorder, yes.
Tricorder, yes. So, I would like you... This is going to be a high difficulty.
Okay.
To get the information that you're looking for.
Interesting.
It's going to be a difficulty 3. And I would like control and science.
Control.
Use whatever. I mean, this is highly irregular. This is something that is, especially given what happened beforehand with our Bajoran Klingon, briefly crewmate, I would say use whatever momentum you absolutely can to get a good result on this.
Yes.
Because this is the second time now, and we absolutely have to figure out what the hell is going on.
Question: how does testing a theory work? Does it just go, I have a theory, and do I roll to see if I get it right? Because that's how it works in my head. I don't know if anyone...
Sort of. In this particular instance, to test your theory, you'd have to scan for sort of general anomalous energy readings.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Now, you might
I'll
end
be
up
right back.
picking something up, some other form of anomalous energy reading that you weren't expecting that's nothing to do with it, because that's what you're then scanning for.
Okay.
Does
Cool.
that make sense?
So, yeah, I get that. So I'll take a momentum to roll a third dice. That gives me 3. I don't have any focuses that would count for something like this. And I have to control and science, was it?
Control and science.
Okay,
Yes.
under 14.
I'd give you the option of rolling daring and science, but I think in your case that's...
So I had to get under 14. I rolled a 4, a 6, and a 14.
Damn.
Excellent. Right.
Oh,
So,
Davok,
with-
sciencing it to bits.
Yeah.
3 successes. You do indeed. You determine very similar energy signatures that you strongly suspect are indeed transporter signatures. One coming from the area that Tal was in. And a very, very similar signature, but not quite the same, from where Bosh was. If you were to
Wait, similar, but
make a... but not
Okay.
quite the same, it would
Has he been
indicate
kidnapped by
as a
transporter being-
theory that, that a different type of transporter was used.
wait. Question. I need an answer to a question that I don't actually know because, and I'm sorry, I'm just doing a couple things right now. because it's only
Move
4
out
o'clock.
when you're there.
It's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. So I still actually have shit that I have to do, like work and stuff. A different signature that is similar, but are signatures in transporters. Can you tell which faction, or not faction, but which, I don't know what to call it, which race or whatnot would use certain signatures and things? So is this like close to Starfleet but not? So could it be something like Section 31, or is that even a thing in this time?
You wouldn't be able to tell with the tricorder. With full complemented, on board a ship with full sensors, possibly, but not with the tricorder.
I didn't figure. I'm wondering if I'm thinking outside the box, or are there ways to, are transporter signatures so different that if somebody transports somebody and you have a cursory glance at it, you can be like, oh, that was a Romulan that transported, or that was Klingon transporter. Are the technologies so different, or is it just something that's like, oh, it's close, so we have to do further investigation?
It would require I get what you're asking. No, it would require the more extensive sensors on the ship.
Got it. So
to determine that level.
So the important thing is that it is different, not what kind of different it is. Got it.
Yeah. So we know, obviously, it's something different. What do we do now with this?
Why don't we ask the ship if they can find where Mr. Bosh has gone? I do miss him. I quite like him. I hope he hasn't gone long or far.
I mean, you're fired. You're fired immediately. That was something we talked about when you were hired. You're not allowed to talk about how much you like Bosh. that was something that was.
I like Mr. Davok as well. I like Mr. He's nice. He's a nice woman, Mr. Davok.
I mean, Miss Davok is fine.
You, sir. Don't worry. I'll get you home safe.
I'm sure you will.
Sorry about that. A lot of stuff going on right now. Basically, I would immediately contact Wraal if Davok shared this information.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I don't know where he's gone, but it's definitely not a Star Trek related thing. Star Trek related thing. What am I saying?
Pretty Star Trek.
I mean, it's probably
a little bit
super.
Exactly.
Super Star
That's what I mean. Yeah, there you go. It's my turn to mess up.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's what you meant.
Yeah. Where's the Death Star? Let's go there.
I'm gonna contact Wraal and say Han Solo has kidnapped.
Are you telling me that someone's put a bounty on Bosh's head?
We can only go so many parsecs away.
He's currently frozen like this and is being dragged off for cash.
This has become a completely different stream. This is going to be interesting in Discord later.
Got a tag on it saying, please ship to Varren's quarters as decoration.
Who knew it was Bosh holding us together and bringing
my
the
internet can't hold
professionalism?
up as well. Do you want to please spend my internet talking about whatever it is? It's, oh man, I always fucked it up again. I always called it kryptonite. We're like frozen in kryptonite.
Carbonite.
I'm such a bad nerd.
Adamantium.
We have crossed so many streams tonight.
I'm such
No,
a bad
don't
nerd.
cross
I'm
the
so sorry.
streams.
Oh, there are crop circles around here.
We'll never be able to get back to the Centauri Republic after this.
Oh,
Jesus
I swear
Christ.
by my pretty bonnet. We need to get back on track.
We're gonna have a DMCA from almost every company in the world right now. It's gonna be Warner Brothers, Fox, Disney, all these things.
Right, Bosh has gone somewhere. You're talking to Wraal, I think.
Yeah, I would have, as you're explaining this, being the logical thing to do is just be like, yo, something's fucked up. I would have told Wraal immediately, and well, that's my version of what you would have said. You would have said something way smarter and more normal, more like mathematical based.
Yeah, we're like 90% fucked up.
This is descended into madness, and I'm super sorry.
I love it. It's great.
I would have asked Wraal. I would have said, so we have an issue.
Yeah, do you want to scan it? I'll get someone up here who is in the Star Trek universe to maybe scan the area for Bosh's comm badge. That should tell us where he is, or if he's in the area at all.
Would you pay Darth Vader from the engineering and get him up there? Like, what the hell is going on with the crossing of streams and the Scooby-Doo?
I'm just going to ask Starbuck to pop out in a Viper and see if he can find him.
God, I know that one, and I actually very much like Battlestar Galactica. That's one that I actually know. Oh, no.
So, Stu, if you could just roll up some stats for Admiral Adama and see if he's any good at scanning. If not, we'll use Sonia Gomez.
I mean, the thing about Admiral Adama is he would sound good at scanning if he just read off the sheet. He could read the phone book, and I would think he was cool. That being said, let's figure out where the hell Bosh went. And also, what are we going to do about the fact that we have like a cave full of assholes down there that we have to deal with?
Well, let's find Bosh first. if he's out there. I don't know if you want me to find him. I mean, there could be a significant amount of reward for not.
Well,
I mean, depends. We just sell everything in his room and probably make up for the cost of the cloaking device that would need to make our ship the regular ship.
So for a small fee, I just put him down as lost in action, and we flog the contents of his room. I'm not going in there first. I'm not delving through Bosh's drawers.
Don't touch any socks.
More ways than one.
I'd rather scrape the holodeck biofilters. Thank you very much.
I mean, it's basically what you're doing when you walk into his room.
So, question to ask, and don't mind me for being Vulcan, but is this mission that we're on at the moment a bit more important than finding Bosh?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It exactly is.
Can we sort of do this? So whilst we continue doing that, can the Livingston be seeing if they can find where he's gone?
Yeah, I think we need to. I'm not sure if we're done here.
I feel like Wraal needs to figure out that situation. And the three of us need to figure out what the fuck is going on down in the caves. And I need confirmation from Wraal on orders before we go down there, because given the situation, everything that we've seen, I want to know what Starfleet regulations are and what we need to do given the situation that's occurred, because we definitely have been fighting for our absolute lives since we've been down here. And I want to ask Wraal, like, what are orders? Because shit got super hairy, and then we were almost kidnapped and like taken down there. We were able to restrain them, get some information, figure out what's going on down there. What is your orders for? Actually, you know what? I won't ask what are Starfleet's orders. I will ask what is Wraal's orders.
Oh, Wraal will say continue the investigation. If you're saying that there is a possibility of Romulans having access to Iconian gateway technology, that is a clear and present threat to the Federation. So press on and find out what they're doing down there. And I think we were told that there were some prisoners being held who are not yet implanted with the awful parasites. They may well be worth getting them back up to the ship if you can. We don't want any extra people running around with neural parasites in them.
First priority is preservation of life. Understood. Given the extreme, circumstances, what are your orders on preservation of life on the baddies end?
Well, as we know, to take out someone who's neural parasited, you need to hit them hard.
Understood. Thank you. Set phasers to kill. Set phasers to annihilate.
Well, I see. This is, but at this point, Reggie's just noticed that he's still got that Romulan disruptor rifle that you passed him last week.
He definitely has a Romulan disruptor rifle.
This is quite nice, but I like this one. I quite like this one better.
I'm so happy I did not give it to Bosh.
just looking at it, I'd say I'd probably throw about 8 dice in damage, sir.
Do you even know what that means, Reggie?
I don't know, but it sounds great.
Reggie, just spray and pray. Let's go.
Well, as Varren eagerly sets his disruptor to the highest kill setting possible with added peril. Whilst that is happening, we cut back to Wraal and the bridge, because we'll sort of tie this one off.
I hate Wraal
as best we can. So, what is Raal's intention?
I think. First of all, we just need some sort of sensor sweep of the nearby area. Find out where that comm badge is that's attached, hopefully still attached to the chief medical officer.
Okay. Now, do you know what you said about using Sonia?
Actually,
to do
it would be best
to use Grace.
Yes, I think if we use Grace instead, as she's sat keeping Davok's seat warm.
Yeah.
Yep. That makes perfect sense to me.
You have to go wake her up. She's fallen asleep on the job.
She's got control and science is what's that, 8 and 4? That's pretty good. So yeah.
Sensor sweep is reason and science.
Reason science. Oh, that's pretty good. That's 14 then.
Nice.
Nice. Aided by the ship with sensors and science.
Oh, actually, in that case, I'm going to go there posh and switch to a couple of blue dice.
I was going to say, now you're going to have to dial up Amy so that you can get the ship roll.
Oh yeah, I'll just be telling Grace to press the certain buttons and stuff.
Well, the other Amy, the instant Amy.
Oh yes, we need Amy back.
Because I know what you're looking for. even though you don't, and because you don't know what you're looking for, this is going to be a difficulty 4.
I'm so confused. We have 2 momentum left. I
Would
Oh no, you got far more than that. You've got 4 momentum.
question: if
use everything.
would Davok because we can see where Bosh was transported from, and it leaves this residue? Would that be something that we could use to start off a trace, calculate a trajectory to where the comm badge might be, and then start the search there?
Damn, that's smart.
I understand exactly what you're saying there, but unfortunately not. That's not the way a transporter beam works.
Okay.
What you're effectively registering with the energy source is the dematerialization.
What he meant
trying
was
to track a radio signal. It doesn't.
That made way too much sense. Not able to do it.
I think then what we'll do is, as we've got 3 here, I'm going to chuck in 1 momentum for an extra dice. I'm going to throw one threat at Stu to get 1 more dice as well, to make a maximum 5 dice roll.
You also have determination, where you can just buy a D20, right? Like an actual.
If this is a supporting character doing it, as it is, then she doesn't have any points of determination.
Nope.
Why the hell did we bring Reggie?
He's ruining it for everyone. So do you want me to throw for the ship first of all, and then for what Grace is going to roll up?
Unless you'd like Usher or Amy to roll for the ship.
Amy.
Yeah,
Amy's no, don't put it on me.
No, Amy survived Chris's fucking onslaught in the last D&D game, so.
Yeah, I got my stab in. Right, what am I rolling? What do I need to be under?
Question, real quick. Captain Quinn is talking about sanity. Is that something we should talk about? He said, what about sanity? Is that like a condition or something that we can get? Or is he talking about something else?
Not that I've read up on here, unless it's anything that affects in-game, as in a specific narrative path.
Never mind.
I suspect that Captain Quinn may be talking about phasmophobia.
Well, go to another stream. Kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you need to roll 11 or under, Amy, for the ship.
We don't worry about sanity because we're always in the van.
Oh, it rolled into my dice box, so I didn't see it.
Which dice box is that,
Amy? Hit
Amy?
the target. You can't hit the... No, go on.
12.
Okay, no help from the ship.
Which dice box is that, Amy?
It's just that one.
Oh,
but I do have a wonderful dice. It is a wonderful dice.
Stop talking.
Ooh.
Okay, good. 4 coming in then, needing 14s or under. 14, 13, 11, and 5.
No way! No way!
Excellent. Clearly, when I created Sonia's character sheet, I made her too bloody good, didn't I?
It just looked like your camera had a stroke, so it doesn't matter. But amazing.
For the briefest of moments, there appears to be a source of antiprotons quite close to the ship.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Now, lots of things can cause antiprotons, but one of the most common ones out in space like this, and kind of as soon as she's detected it, it's gone again. She can't detect them anymore. But the most common thing would be a cloaked vessel.
Oh, she's gone down. Davok doesn't say
Nicked
that.
by a cloaked ship, hasn't he? That's somewhere
That
nearby.
would be a theory. So,
also might give us a reason why our Klingon guest vanished the other day as well.
That's my thought.
whilst that is happening, then back down on the surface or under the surface, even. What is Varren gonna do?
Very well. After a brief conversation with Wraal, because all of this happened in a very short amount of time, very much. The realization that Bosh is gone, he's going to say, well, one less I have to deal with. And he's going to look to Reggie as well as Mr. Davok and say, very well, we need to explore the cave, unfortunately, which is going to be extremely dangerous. Hostages that we're known about are the biggest priority. So if you see someone that does not look infected or is in a holding cell of some sort, which I could assume they would be, otherwise they would just be hitting each other. It's a big deal. Anybody else down there, if you can save them, but cripple them or shoot them, because we're not worried about stunning here. We have to get through this. And then he's going to turn around and look at both of you and say, does anyone not understand what I said?
Reggie hefts his Romulan disruptor rifle and goes.
Davok is just standing there. He might crack a little knuckle.
Oh.
Oh shit!
just a little one. Not like a big show.
Just the one knuckle. It's like it just goes like the pinky. Yeah.
Davok just gets his neck and goes.
It moreover it's with the idea of the parasite and the issues that we've had with fighting them and trying to stun them or belay them. I don't want to deal with that again. If it goes down, I want it to stay down. And he says, other than that, let's go type formation. I'll go first. And he moves ahead.
Okay. Can we go like in the Matrix? Sorry, because there's three of us.
Reggie circles the entire party constantly, trying to be both like point guard and rear guard all the time.
Well, it's going to look great on that like camera that you have. It's going to be that circle cinematic, like that makes you throw up slowly.
Ral's feeling slightly sick on the bridge, watching the camera feed. Reggie, stand still.
It's something that Reggie and I talked about. It's just like, if you circle constantly, Wraal won't know all the atrocities we committed.
Right, well, as you are all circling your way down or back out into this corridor, that's probably a good place for us to take a break.
Yeah. Captain Quinn is right, though. Shoot to kill. Shoot to kill is the way that we're going to go.
Kirk would be so proud.
I'm finally in charge. I'm finally in charge. Yes! No more aliens. I mean, no more bad guys.
Yeah. Present company accepted.
Yeah, that's right. What a relief.
For now. No doubt. Right. Okay, we will be back very soon. In the meantime, don't go anywhere. That's an order.
Unless you need to pee.
Go live. And we're back. There we go. Hopefully nobody has gone anywhere under strict orders.
Strict. I do like the. I very much do like the "that's an order" rule that you've done. It's become a thing, and I love it.
We like things. I love things.
Yeah.
I love when things become things.
Shut up, Reggie.
Well, I know someone said, I think it might have been yourself, said that you liked it last week, so...
I did. It was either last week or the week before, but...
Yeah. Well, no, it wouldn't have been last week, would it?
Well, the last game.
Last game, yeah. Yeah, so yes, that's why it's stuck. So, are you actually rotating your way down the corridor, or was that a bit?
No, I want to do that.
Oh no! Do you really?
I've
So
got a
is
bit of an image
Davok
of
now just
Arnold-
orbiting?
Yeah.
No, we make a triangle with our backs to each other. We have our arms out with our phasers, like in the Matrix.
Right,
then
you've
we
got
just-
one
and we just
phaser.
spin.
You don't have phasers.
You have
don't a
phasers.
phaser.
You have a phaser and a disruptor. No, so you've both
I
got
have,
different things.
well. To be fair, we have.
So I'm running around like Daniel Day-Lewis with one in each arm.
No.
Run like Daniel Day-Lewis. It's a thing.
Reggie has a disruptor rifle, as I do have a disruptor rifle, and then you would just have two phases.
Oh, yeah. You can have mine. Have mine.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly. My
You
plan
can
works.
actually do
I
it.
don't need that now.
You know what? No, I'm down with that. I'm down
Yeah,
with
let's
that.
do
We're
it.
moving. So it's with a disruptor rifle, myself with a disruptor rifle, Davok with two fucking phasers set to kill, circling each other, moving down the corridor. I'm 100% on for that. You're gonna have to roll a dice to see who sees what first.
Davok is very deadpan, though.
Oh.
You're not seeing.
That's exactly what I have in mind and how I intend to do it. It will be a dice roll. So, if you imagine Davok is at the front, who is to Davok's right?
I would be, and
Okay.
he would be to Davok's left. Reggie would be.
Okay.
I'm setting this.
Just moving the little paper card, the little cardboard models around.
Yeah.
And I will say this before we get into this formation, which is the fuck shit up formation, which I mentioned
FSF.
before we. FFS.
FSF.
Or FSS formation, which is what I called for before we left that medical bay. You have it on good authority to, no matter who is first in that line, kill anything that isn't a hostage. Is your orders. So if your turn comes before mine, you have your orders. If something happens in between that, where someone talks to you or whatever, that's on you. I trust you all's judgment. Maybe not Reggie's, but that is the order.
Got ya.
Right. Well, let's hope.
We don't trip over our feet.
And just like shoot Reggie in the face.
I mean, the first obstacle is a door.
So whilst we're Morris dancing down this corridor,
Hang on, we should get a hat.
It's beautiful.
Oh my God, a hat.
Right now,
You
does
have like glow
somebody?
sticks hanging off of it.
Just to be clear, moving down the corridor this way, you will not be able to do it stealthily.
We don't care about stealth.
Nope.
Let's
That's
go.
the
pretty
bells
obvious.
on Davok's knees are jangling as it is.
We are going hot. We're going in hot.
So, does one of you happen to have handy a D6? Now, I'm talking about a normal D6.
Yes.
Not one of the
Yes.
special Star Trek.
Yeah, I do.
I'll get one out of this.
Right. So,
Lovely,
as
yeah.
all three of you have one, Usher is the executive officer. Nominate one person to roll.
Oh God, it's gonna be Amy. I don't trust Ed.
Okay.
I would not.
Amy.
No, it's gonna be Amy just because I feel like you're
Oh,
so
my
happy-go-lucky. You're gonna have you're gonna have better chances.
I've had 50-50 so far tonight, so
Yeah, no, I mean, whatever. We like this. We like a lot of the same music, so it's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, we'll be fine. What do I want to roll?
Roll it.
Oh, am I rolling? Okay,
Yeah.
I got a 5.
5.
God damn it, Amy! I'm sorry.
I don't know what 5 means.
I don't know.
He's doing that
Actually-
GM thing where he says
Is
roll
it
the
bad?
dice and doesn't tell you what he's doing with it.
I
Just roll a D20.
was just yelling for the sake of it.
You'll be very pleased with this, I have absolutely no doubt. Because as you are coming down the corridor and you're just coming past some stalagmites, just ahead of you is a high-ceilinged cave chamber. Now, as you are rotating, Varren, you are at the front.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Varren has a value or a talent. No, it's a value of put himself first. So I don't know if that plays into anything, but
Well,
it does have.
I think it's worth keeping in mind.
Yeah. So, I'll tell you what you can see in this chamber. You see 2 passageways branching off, each with rail tracks that appear to be in disrepair.
We're in Minecraft now.
Straight ahead of you are 2 barred detention cells carved out of the rock face in the far wall. In one of the cells on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, is a deformed Klingon laying on the floor.
Ooh.
The other cell holds a Tellarite and 3 humans. Perhaps a little bit more urgently, however, there is a Klingon and a Romulan Ulan. They appear to be training their disruptors on you.
What is an Ulan like a captain?
I was like a sergeant.
Yeah.
Sergeant.
Lower rank.
So like mid-tier rank or
It's
like
like a
lower
squad
lower
leader, basically.
mid-tier. Okay, got it. Lower mid-tier.
Yeah, definitely on the lower side.
Okay.
So,
do they go first? Because they probably saw me first.
yes, that's why I made dropped very big hints about you can't do this stealthily. You know,
Oh
they're
no!
going to know you're
flip-flop.
coming.
Look!
Looks cool.
It did look cool.
If I'm gonna kill all of us, we're gonna do it in Matrix fashion. It's gonna be looking good.
It's got that music pumping in the background.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have.
Right.
It's gonna have some like massive and dubstep and maybe some Aphex Twin like going there. It's gonna be rad. We're gonna die a horrible death, but regardless.
The Klingon.
Bosh is gonna come back, and Bosh is gonna be like, "Why am I the only one on the ship? Why is there nobody left?"
Why is my away team requested that I replicate and beam down 3 leather trench coats and dark glasses?
And lots of guns.
We need guns, lots of guns.
Oh, dear.
It's just like, well, unfortunately, we don't have the momentum for that. So fuck you.
So that's the Matrix we've added to the list of references tonight, then, as well. Someone else can get sued by.
We don't have the momentum for those guns. Sorry.
That was great.
You can only have phase 3.
Episode title.
We can laugh this off as much as we like, but this Klingon is going to have a pop at you.
It's like we can
Like
laugh
it
off,
or
but
not.
No, but remember, we're rotating, so we're harder to hit.
We're not spinning that fast.
But we're spinning 5 fast.
In Kalis' name, will I not stand still?
You have to roll a d6 to see who it is. Please hit Reggie.
Oh dear. So he's got his disruptor pistol ranged
That's not good.
at you.
That's not good.
This is really bad.
And
Yeah, no, it's terrible. We are not in a good position. I made a poor decision, Amy. We're just gonna deal with it.
This is my idea.
But I
With
like
a-
it. I said okay.
10 and a 5, he does get 2 successes.
God damn it!
Whap.
Let's see what damage he does.
I have stun resistance.
Do you know what?
Which is not going to work on this.
I bend backwards and flail my arms.
Spend a threat to buy an extra damage dice.
Do it. Put some threat on there.
Yeah, we're going all out here.
Are we partially hurt from the last fight still?
No, you shut your
if you were down on stress before,
oh my God, that was
you
so
still are.
That was so bad. I'm so sorry. That was not. No. Oh my God. Cut the stream right now. That was not okay.
I am not cutting the stream before I've done this damage to Varren.
You can see the
Let's do roll his
punished by the dice.
Just do not upload it to YouTube immediately because I made a mistake. Something that was terrible.
That's okay. You'll just have to wash out your mouth.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, baby.
You're fine.
Varren.
What? Yeah.
You're not going to
Am
like
I dead?
this.
I'm probably not.
You take 9 points of stress damage.
Wow! Wow. Okay, hold up.
Which
1, 2,
probably isn't
3,
enough to drop
4,
you,
5,
I wouldn't have thought.
6, 7, 8. It does not drop me. I am not a happy boy right now.
But you do take an injury, I believe, because it's more than 5, isn't it?
Yeah. What? How much momentum do we have currently?
You do have a fair bit. You've got 3.
Oh.
So yeah, you can spend a momentum to avoid an injury.
I'm gonna avoid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna avoid an injury because we're gonna have a fight here, and I don't want an injury to hinder my move and all that other stuff. So if that's cool with you guys, I'm gonna use a momentum and avoid an injury. I'm still fucked up because 9 points of damage was the most damage that anyone has ever done to us, I think.
That is a big hit.
Initially, that was a huge hit. I have less than that as far as my stress.
Okay.
Wow.
So I'm then going to spend threat to keep the initiative.
Oh, he gets to go again.
Getting told off there.
And coming from round a corner, you see a Romulan Centurion.
No.
Roll another d6. Just make it be Ed or me. Because Amy's terrible. I'm so sorry I said what I said to Amy. I feel so bad. I say it to my friends, like my guy friends, and I'm just so like.
You're good. It was funny.
It was funny in the sense that it was so wrong.
The Romulan. Don't worry,
God.
I can edit.
No, that was comedy gold. It stays in.
You really don't have to. I'm not too worried. I think Amy knows that I was joking, and
Oh, absolutely.
and that sort of thing. And I would never say it to anyone else, but
No.
that was funny.
Oh, you just save it for Amy, right?
Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll just say that. This is how I talk to Amy in all my other games that I play with her.
So, the Centurion.
My Facebook is going to get taken down. It's going to be like, cancel immediately.
The Centurion trains his disruptor on you, Varren. And that's a hit again.
Oh, shit. That's not good.
So
It's actually really good.
oh shit.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
7 points of stress.
Wait.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I'm not incapacitated. I'm really close. Do you want to know how close?
No, don't tell him.
I believe though you are injured because it's more than 5.
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally
Unless you
injured.
want to spend another momentum.
I mean, at this point, I have 1 stress left before I'm done. So I'm gonna say I'm probably injured. So I'm not gonna use a momentum. I'm gonna save it for these idiots, and they can save me.
Let's.
That's confidence.
By idiots, I mean these super soldiers.
Let's remind us, and I'll go to Ed for this. So when a person gets to sort of 0 stress,
Yeah, that is important because I don't.
That's not insta
remember.
kill, is it?
No, they're injured. So on my mini map here, I just sort of knock him down, which basically means he is out of action for the scene, unless someone can perform a sort of medic task on him, which anyone could do to patch him up. Doesn't need to be a medic to do it. It is it first aid? Yeah, first aid, daring and medicine difficulty 1.
I can do a thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But 2 injuries.
Well, I only have 1 currently.
But
You have
can
one currently,
spend
but if you then went down to 0 stress, you would get a second
shit.
injury.
But you're not going to do that because you're not going to attack me another time and take down my last stress because you're not an evil DM. You're not going to do that. Right?
Yeah, if you perform first aid, the person becomes stabilized. So that sort of knocks off. It's if they've been knocked down, they're incapacitated, and before you can get to them, if someone then does a lethal attack on them when they're already incapacitated, and does enough damage, like 5 damage, then they are basically vaporized.
Someone on chat mentioned something. It'd be my Kestri. I have no idea, but it says, but if they are at 0 at the end of the scene, do they die? Is that
if you haven't managed to get them some first aid, but you need to stabilize them before the end of the scene.
Okay.
You've never actually mentioned this before, Wraal, and I feel like you can say this.
I think I did a little bit of
I'm pretty sure you never did.
Demo in the Discord last week.
Pretty sure you just negated this.
So I'm going to offer you the opportunity again to spend a momentum to avoid an injury.
I mean, I'm going to take it. I have 1 stress less. I'm going to take it. No. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the injury. I feel like he's hit me twice. It's been an incredible amount of damage. Spinning the momentum. I mean, story wise, like absolutely, I have an injury.
Okay, as Varren collapses to the floor.
I don't know what injury means, so y'all are probably fucked. But have a good time killing all these people. That is not logical. And I'm just gonna wait here and laugh in the corner.
Okay, so
Reggie, you're in your element. Kill everything. Hate everybody.
We are indeed round 2. Reggie, you appear to have 3 targets.
Yeah,
4 if you include Varren.
No, wait a
Just finish him off with the butt of the rifle.
Do it, Reggie. Do it.
I mean,
whoa!
So
that's how it works on Klingon ships.
Reggie steps over the recumbent Varren, possibly gently stepping on his balls as he does.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, roll me a d6 for...
No, do not roll a d6! No!
Only a 4.
You get the right one.
Oh my god! Why did you have to roll for left and right?
So, having done that,
fun.
Would you prefer he rolled for west or east?
Well, no, I'm curious. Is it left or
Always
right?
west.
Is it from
Always
your
west.
orientation or my orientation? I'm trying to figure out which one I have to deal with.
I think it'd be
It's from my orientation.
Okay, so it's my right. God damn it! I like that one.
This was my second favourite
Was
one.
that
as well.
the pretty one?
At the last point of stress.
It's the one that has the best when pictures are taken. It's got the good side.
I know what he's worrying about. He's still got 3 spare. Anyway.
Whoa! What?
So how far are these? What sort
that's
of
just
range are these
Andorians.
Romulans? How big is this? How big is this?
11 of my eyes. 3 of my tentacles.
It's a fair old size. You're probably about 15, 20 feet away from the Romulans.
Okay, so they're not close range, but they're not long range.
No, you can. No, exactly. You
So
can move up to them if you want.
What do we do?
There are stalactites around. Just saying.
Yeah, there are options to take some cover, aren't they? But what have I got here?
We're turning. Kites are on the ceiling.
No.
Yes.
Mites come down. Mites come down. Tights go up. No, tights come down. No, there are stalagmites. Sorry, my bad. Stalagmites.
Yes. See, I was right.
My bad.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay. Well, just sort of, as he stepped over,
Bird is dead immediately.
Reggie's going to drop prone or sort of crouch down, protecting what's left of the middle of him that he's just stood on his fork.
Okay.
So that makes it a bit more difficult for him to hit. And he's going to have a crack at the Romulan. Was it the Centurion who just stepped out to the side there, who just appeared?
Yes, there are 2 Romulans, 1 Klingon. Well, there's a Klingon laying down in a cell, but...
Yeah. Saying that, though, as Chat's just mentioned, wow, as you said, this is a cave with stalactites hanging down. Could Reggie try to...
It's mites. My bad. It's mites.
Oh, stalagmites.
They might fall.
So we don't have anything dangling from the ceiling we could shoot at to drop on them.
Nothing you can see, no.
Okay. We'll just have to...
Flag tight. It hangs tight to the ceiling.
Tights come down.
It comes up from the... Yeah.
In that case, Reggie's going to have a pop at the Romulan who just whapped his boss.
The Centurion.
Kick his ass, Seabass. You got him.
So we've got...
Give him the hoop.
Control and security. This is with the Romulan disruptor rifle, isn't it?
Yeah. So if I hit, it's 8 dice I'm rolling, but I need 15s and less.
You got this. You got it. You got it, buddy.
I've got a 10 and a 6.
Excellent.
There we go.
Do you have any values that? Oh no, you wouldn't have got.
He has hand phasers, anyway, but he does not have. He probably doesn't have disruptors.
No, it's be fours and under. I'd need for it to sort of explode.
You can spend momentum to increase the damage if you wish.
Increase the goddamn damage.
I'm just going to roll up my damage dice and see what I get, because this has a vicious 1 anyway. So any symbols count as 1 extra as well.
That's exactly why I end up doing so much damage to Varren, because of those.
And we've scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
Roll another die.
Damage. I am going to spend a threat to avoid an injury.
Roll another die.
How much threat do you have left now, Stu?
Enough.
Like
thanks.
1,000.
All of it. Now, if we've got enough momentum, do you want to spend 2 momentum and pass the turn straight to Davok?
You have 2 momentum left.
Yeah, no, do it. Give Davok the momentum immediately. Skip the turn, go to Davok. Well, and I mean, the question is, I guess, if we skip the turn, does it do 2 for Stu the next turn?
Well, that's right. Actually, because the
Ulan hasn't gone yet.
Who hasn't gone yet?
Yeah, there's one who hasn't gone.
I would just do it regular. I mean, look, if Davok dies, it's gonna blow, and it's really gonna suck, and I'm not gonna be happy about it. But I will absolutely no. I will look. This is exactly what happened in our game that we were talking about Discord beforehand. This is exactly what happened to Garrus. No, if he dies, he dies. You get the parasites, get everything you need, try and get out of there, and do the absolute best you can, but don't skip and go for like extra damage or whatnot. Do the responsible decision.
Davok will
Because
do.
ultimately,
Davok will do.
Wraal is in control.
Well, actually, as he's lying on the floor, it's like me and Mr. Davok who've got to sort it out. So I think you should have a go next, Mr. Davok.
Okay.
Sort out the boss. He's looking a bit poorly.
Okay. Yeah. Is it my go now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You spent the momentum.
All right. Question: with a minor action interact, would I be able to contact the ship to ask for transporter beams so we can be locked on, not transported, but just to be ready to go?
Yes,
It's like
you
an
can use your
interaction?
minor action
Yeah.
to request a transporter lock.
Could I also include the hostages in that?
Whoa.
I'm going to say
Not
for
just
a
gonna be
minor
passed.
action,
It's just a
not
sentence.
really, because how would you? Okay. In less than 5 words, tell me how you
Whoa.
would separate the hostages from the others.
Beam up,
They're
no
all
guns.
in a group to another place, right?
Beam up, no guns.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Transport non-Romulan. There's a Klingon.
I mean, surely the ship has some way of detecting the parasites, so they could just make sure they're not transporting anyone with parasites.
You would recall that when you first arrived and you were using your tricorder, even after deactivating the thing, you weren't getting clear readings. There is still diamagnetic ore around, because that's what the whole place was mining.
Okay. In that
so it's
case,
still
I'll just call out for
disrupting
us then.
sensors.
Yeah, so I'll just call out for us to be locked onto. Because
Okay.
I think that's sensible. And then, conveniently, I have a med kit in my pockets from our last trip out. And I have a focus in emergency medicine. So I would like to provide some first aid to Varren, please.
Okay.
On that major accident.
Now, can anyone remind me how first aid works?
It's a combat task, daring and medicine, difficulty 1.
Okay.
Okay, go for it.
Difficulty 1. And so daring and medicine. It's not massively high. It's only 12. I rolled a 6 and a 16. So we win with no momentum.
Okay.
So Varren dies, but he also gets his wounds bandaged.
So Varren is stabilized. Not about to die. Cool.
Good.
I will say, people on the Discord chat, or not Discord, but the Twitch chat, said a whole bunch of rule stuff, and I just basically said, "Yeah, I'm not going to read that. I think we'll figure it out after." But I'm happy
many
people are
thanks to
engaged.
Ben. Yeah,
And
many
I'm
thanks to Ben. It
happy
was
people are
really
engaged.
useful.
I will definitely look into it later, but right now I figure if Varren dies, he dies, and
Well,
yeah,
thanks to
whatever.
Davok, he's not about to.
Yeah, I'm praising you. Even if you told me to shut up.
Yeah, in spite of what you said.
No, you shut that whole... No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I was going to do it twice.
But we are round to the Eelin, who is seeing... seeing Reggie holding a Romulan disruptor, and probably quite correctly recognising him as being the biggest threat at the moment. The Eelin is going to take a... can do minor action, anything?
Remember, it'll be difficulty 3 now, because I'm crouching down.
It is a difficulty 3, isn't it? So...
Stay down, Mr. Davok. Get your head down, Mr. Davok, sir. Stand behind me.
Yeah, that's
Right behind Mr. Varren's
a good
balls.
point, actually.
The 3 that are left behind.
It's not canon. It isn't canon.
Absolutely, it's happened now.
Yeah, and
He's
he
now
doesn't
only
have
got
any,
the Baron. Has only got 3 balls.
You're gonna get back to the ship and you're like, wait, what does that mean? You gotta go to Bosh. Figure out.
Right, he's just going to take a pop. Oh, what are the odds of rolling 2 20s?
Shut the
Yes!
Actually exploded in his face,
fuck. Exactly.
taking out the guy next to him.
2 of the 3 balls have exploded, and the other were just out of 1.
Do you know what? I'm going to allow
No,
that.
That
His
was
disruptor
deserved.
exploded. And I'm going to do the damage that would have been a hit as if it's to himself.
Oh my God, Stu.
Nice one.
2, 4. As he crumples to the floor, he's not dead, but he
only has 3 balls
falls
left,
down to the
so-
floor with an injury.
He's a Roman. He's only got 6 left.
I need to, where do you get this information? I feel like it wasn't informed on the show.
I'm making it up as I go along.
Oh, got it. I was gonna say, I was like, I didn't watch the TNG where it was like, Romans have 9 balls.
So, we maintain the same order, don't we? Even though we've passed the initiative last time. So that would be
spinning around in a circle.
you've stopped spinning.
We stopped spinning as soon as
Davok's
Varren
just
collapsed.
twirling. This is going on.
We were going in circles, and all of a sudden, Varren collapsed, and was just like.
Just check. I mean, Davok doesn't have any focuses in 19th century Lancastrian combat clog dancing, does he?
No, but I do have skip rope.
Yeah, straight out of the spinning dervish maneuver.
Wait,
like,
that's
it's
real.
done that.
That's real. You did it on purpose. I remember when you made your character. That is a real thing.
Yeah.
You do have skip rope.
It's a really good form of cardio.
Very, very logical. Very, very logical. And
it's very small, and you can take it lots of places.
Yeah,
Don't need
and
lots of
also
places.
increases
I
agility
forgot that
in combat
happened.
situations.
I forgot it happened. You actually did do that. I remember when we all, like the 5 of us sat down, and you were like, "Yeah, no, she has
One day,
skip rope," and we were like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, well, actually, no, we said at the time, didn't we, that one day that will become crucially important.
Did we? I don't remember. I was pretty drunk. Let's be honest.
one day it'll be important, and there will be something that requires use of skip.
Okay.
Maybe integrating into a new cultural society or something.
Oh my God, I haven't left this for a long time.
Right, who's killing us now?
So
Everyone, everything is killing us.
the Klingon is going to draw his bat'leth and approach
bat'leth?
Reggie. Big curved sword.
Oh, it's that thing that I see in all the
Reggie
conventions.
reaches behind, actually reaches down his jumper with all the other stuff he's got in there, and pulls out his Ushantor.
Ooh, yeah, no, I remember that one.
So, Klingon is going to take
Melee
an
battle.
attack. Ooh, comes close, but no, you just managed to deflect at the last moment. The Centurion is going to train his disruptor on the easier target of Davok.
You just give me the fingers. You did.
No, I did that. No.
No, I saw this. This is what I saw.
Oh,
this looks
with
totally
a 1
different.
and a 4, that is 3 successes.
Whoa! That was
Three.
got hit.
Threat back now.
Go.
3 stresses do I have?
No, 3 successes.
Oh,
So I'll roll your
That
damage
has
now.
all the stress. You're incapacitated.
Yeah.
Davok's not stressed. He's having a whale of a
This
time.
has been a fun game,
Oh,
guys.
shit.
Thanks for hanging out.
7. 8 stress on Davok.
Wow!
Ooh.
You can give me threat to avoid an injury.
Yes.
Why would we do that? No.
Yeah. Let's do that. Have some more threats to you.
Okay.
I don't need
managed
another
to
injury.
stay on your feet. What do you mean another?
I've had
You don't
injuries
have
in
an
the past. I don't want more.
We can suffer a complication.
Oh, that's right. Remember, and
Ooh.
while he was trying to solve the threat issue, he tattooed your asshole. He gave you, not your asshole, but he gave you a tramp stamp.
Oh yes, my tramp stamp.
Your tramp stamp.
Sorry, not your asshole. I don't. And you know what? We're gonna cut that. We are actually gonna cut that one.
Are we? Okay.
I hate this game. Why do I play this? No one should hear me live.
So we are around to
What?
Reggie.
That's it.
Now he's
I know.
swinging
No, sorry.
dangerously at a wrong. It's a Klingon, isn't it? That he's in close combat with.
Tis a Klingon.
So daring and security, 1 success needed to hit him. Hit him with my shiny thing. And a 14 is sufficient. 1 hit.
Okay.
Nice.
And
Roll
the
your
Ushantor
damage.
does 6 attack dice, and it has the vicious built in, so extra hits. Good. And what have we got here? We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
Nice.
7. And he's going to spend threats to avoid an injury.
Well.
Okay.
Yeah, you're that sound is pretty much how I feel
It's
about
the sound
it.
of looking through the rules to see what can help.
Yeah, because we are round to Davok then.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh gosh. Okay. So, who's looking the worse for wear out of our foes?
Out of you guys.
Oh no, our
The foes.
She doesn't care about me.
I just killed you.
I
I just want them
wait.
to lock on to us.
Wait, did I get healed? Did I remove
Well,
stress?
I did something.
You stabilized.
Yeah, you did not remove stress.
No.
I still am only 1 point away from dying, so...
Well, 1 point away from being injured again.
Yeah.
And falling over again.
Yeah. I mean, you're not even stood up. It's kind of... You're now incapacitated, but without the injury. The worst... So, you've got the Centurion looks to have the most
To be
serious
fair, I never
injury.
went down to 0 stress. I went down to only having 1 left. So, am I still up?
Nope. Because when you do more than 5 stress damage in a single hit, you are then injured, which basically wipes you out.
Got it. And had I realized that, I probably would have taken the momentum to get rid of that, but I didn't. And now I know that, and we'll figure it out the next time with my next character. Yay!
Okay. I have a further question. Yeah.
Well, I haven't finished answering because it depends on your perspective. The Centurion probably has the worst injuries. However, the Ulan is actually injured. He's incapacitated.
Rip his fucking head off. Just go in there in purpose and just insert your fingers into his jawbone and just tear it off.
I thought that was going somewhere else for a moment.
I just want to clarify that
You're a dirty bastard, Stu. I'm not going there.
His eye sockets.
Yeah, no, I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
is
You hang out with your significant other more often, which I believe you're going to be able to do soon, which is awesome. So congratulations. I like that eyebrow raise. I saw that. I got.
was my question? Oh yes. So I just want to confirm with my XO that you're happy to stay in the situation, even though you're not doing very well, and we're surrounded by not very nice people.
As you say that to your XO, all you hear is "Ah! I'm hurt! Oh my god!
Disruptor burns!"
And then it goes back to comm communication. So you figure out whatever you want from that, and we'll deal with it later.
Well, as I'm grappling with the Klingon, and one of the enemy is already down. There's literally only one enemy, as far as my little map is showing, stood up, who just had a pop at you. So take him out, and then we can gang up on the last one if I don't knock him down myself.
Okay, in that
That's
case...
right, Reggie. You get mad. Reggie gets, like, authoritarian. Reggie thinks it's Wraal.
Yeah. I was going to say this is against my better judgment, but I will attack the other person that is not engaged currently.
That would be the Centurion.
Yeah.
How are you attacking them? Are you running up and stabbing them, or beating them around the head with a medkit?
You run up and stab them. You do your purpose now.
Phasering? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You don't phaser.
I mean, I can't stab because I don't have a knife, and my fingernails aren't
Stab
long.
him with the phaser. Just
Remember,
punch him in the body.
If you use the Vulcan nerve grip, Davok's death grip, it is intense, so it is very difficult to avoid an injury.
We're going to get nice and close and personal and get into hand-to-hand combat. Let's go.
Oh shit! Wait,
Nerve pinch.
there's a thing in chat that should be discussed. I don't know if that's possible, but you guys keep going.
We'll discuss that when we get back round to where your go would be.
Gotcha.
So Davok, you're going to run up to the Centurion and attempt to nerve pinch. Just to remind you, the last time you tried this on a parasitically infected Romulan, it had no effect whatsoever.
Well,
Do you remember that?
Second time's a charm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You run up.
Yeah. Let's go.
So make your unarmed attack, basically, isn't it?
Now remember, it's super cool because you can choose what skills you use to activate it. If you remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Davok's death grip's a pretty interesting one.
Can we call them death grips? I would like to call them death grips.
I think Davok's death grip has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like Jim's magic missile.
CDG.
Especially if it does 0 damage.
Well,
it's wonderful to.
It all depends on how you activate it. Hang on, there it is. So. Let's see. You can use science or medicine instead of security when attempting the nerve pinch attack. So you can use daring and science or medicine to make a better combination.
Yes, I will do that.
You know what? No, I'm not going to say anything. Do it. Do this because it's rad, and I it's one of those things that's like canon to the whole Vulcan idea, and it's absolutely rad that you can do this.
Told me to fight, so I'm gonna fight.
Yeah, no, go fight.
Yeah. But we do have an out. Just anyone.
Wait. What is your out?
We have a lock on for the ship for transporters.
But do we really?
I asked for it, so I would assume that they've done it.
Well, you assume, but Wraal is probably just like eating cheesesteaks and just like sitting there like watching she's watching DS9 and just sitting there doing nothing. So I mean, Wraal is not really, let's be honest, she's not a great captain.
She's not even a she.
Ral's now a she. Yeah.
God damn it! Why do I mess everything up? Why do you have to be
got Davok right this time.
I hate this game.
No.
It's gonna get canceled immediately. They're gonna be like, let's find this person on Instagram and then just like ruin it. It's over.
Davok, do this nerve pinch.
Yes. stabby stab with my daring and science, which comes to 13.
Wait, Wraal is really a boy?
I don't think this was the best idea.
I haven't known that the entire time, I swear to
What
God.
did you get?
I always thought Wraal was female.
I rolled a 16 and a 20. So, may I suggest I use my minor action to get us out of here?
No, your minor action was in fact moving up into range.
Oh, gosh darn it. Right.
So I need to think of a
We really might die in
complication.
this game. Complication is
We
that
don't
Varren
get
is
beamed
dead.
away.
The complication is, let me...
Don't enjoy this too much, Stu.
The Romulan has clearly been trained in martial arts, is in particular going to grab your hand as you go to do the nerve pinch.
Rip her ears off. That'll really make her upset.
Does 2 stress
Oh.
as your fingers are broken in his
God.
grip.
Oh no, I just wrote.
Oh my God.
And furthermore, he laughs at your tattoo.
Yeah.
I'm not showing you my tattoo.
Just turned you
You
round.
are...
Is it a two-piece? Is it like a one-piece thing that you're wearing, or is it a two-piece? Because if you bend over dramatically, it's probably going to pull your shirt out of your pants.
Yeah, are we like early seasons of the Next Generation uniform or late
Kind of
seasons?
depends. Well, that kind of depends. We're quite a bit in the future.
I'm going to say that even as much as focused as Vulcans are, the pain from having your fingers broken through crushing is too distracting for you to use any of your telepathic mental abilities until you have been healed. So you can't use a nerve pinch. You wouldn't be able to mind meld, and we need to decide.
Guys, we need to get the fuck out of here.
And such like. But yes, that's Davok's go. Oh gosh, we are back round to the Ula, who is
we might just
injured
leave
on
to
the
run
floor.
away.
This is so much our game on Sunday, Amy. This is so
I know.
much of this. It really is.
Oh, wait.
This is why I brought it up in the first place. I figured this is how this is gonna go. I had
At
no
least we've
idea
got all
that.
of our limbs so far.
Yeah, I'm super happy Bosh isn't here too.
This might make you want to run away. The Ulan on the floor, whilst he remains incapacitated, some of his wounds close up. The Centurion's
wounds Paul's here. Back to the van. Back to the van. Paul is here. Oh God, thank you, Paul. Yes, back to the van.
Absolutely.
The Centurion, now he's up close and personal with Davok, is going to draw his dagger for a daring and security. Not brilliant, but he only needs 1 success. He gets 2 successes. Nice.
Not good. Why are you nicing? It's not nice. It's not
Instantly
good.
spend one of those to do extra damage.
This is where Stu
I
I
becomes
don't know
the
if you need to
overlord.
do extra damage, Stu.
That's really bad. Whilst he does manage to catch you with the blade, it doesn't do that much. Only 2 stress.
And that is all of my stress.
You're down
shit.
to 0. You can give me
Oh,
threat to
too
avoid
bad.
injury, I believe.
Do we want to do
No,
that?
can you when you're down to 0? Oh no, I don't think you can when you're down to 0. No.
As long as you can. Yeah,
It's
whichever
let me
way,
go away.
whichever way you acquire it. So if you're knocked down
You
to
just
0,
killed us without
or if you
realizing
take
you
a
killed
5
us.
hit, then it's caused an injury either way. So you can still use it to avoid that injury.
Right, but how do you then? But you're still up and fighting them, but with 0.
Yeah, so the moment you get hit with like 1, bang, you'll be down and injured again.
Right. Yes, it was no. So this becomes pertinent now. It was mentioned in the chat that by Mike S3 that you can use determination to get back into the fight. Now, isn't that using determination to avoid an injury?
I think so.
I don't know how that works. I would say the ultimate goal right now, no matter what the rules are or what, and just outside of that, is we all get out of here. Like beam up is immediately possible. Now, whatever we have to spend to do that, we should do that. Unfortunately, I think we're all kind of at a bit right here where we don't really know the rules as to how to get to that point, or if it's even possible.
Well,
so
spending a point of determination is more kind of, you link it in with a value to do something extraordinary, like once per game, because you get 1 point per game.
Yeah.
So again, it's more like a sort of a GM's call as working with the player as to narratively if that would seem right.
So rather than giving me threat, Davok can avoid the injury.
I agree with Paul that Ed knows, and I see Binker is talking about stuff. And to be fair, I don't know enough about this game to like respond to the chat, but I see people like encouraging us to do things. But I would honestly say it's probably Stu's decision, because we'll figure it out later afterwards and whatnot. But it's your decision as to how this works.
No worries. So you can either spend threat to avoid your injury, or you don't have to avoid the injury. You can just collapse to the floor. Or if you've got a relevant value, you can use your point of determination.
The only potential relevant value, I don't have one.
I mean, if using determination to avoid, I don't know.
And I mean, I've got vibes with being Vulcan, so if there's anything particularly Vulcanish I can do.
Can anyone explain what an injury is?
I
mean, in the purpose of the game, like an injury, like is it a permanent thing? Why not? Like, can we spend determination to make sure that we all get beamed up and we get the fuck out of here, and then we all have to deal with an injury? But what is an injury in this game? Because I don't think any of us actually knows.
The best way that I understand it is effectively you are incapacitated. It's not permanent, no, because you can get healed back on the ship, but you'll need to be in a sick bay. But if you get incapacitated twice, that's what kills you.
Okay, so we can take 2 lots of our stress value before.
Well,
no, if you're down to 0 and you are injured again, even if it's 1 point of stress, you get another injury. So if you avoid
and then
the
2 injuries is fatal.
Yeah.
So once you get down to 0, you're fucked. You need to get out of there before you even take another point of damage. So I guess my question is, can we use determination? Because none of us have used determination as far as I understand. If she already has a lock on us, can we all use our points of determination to activate the beam up? And we use it, we get out of there, we ruin the mission, it's screwed, and we're going to deal with obvious complications, but can we use our points of determination to beam up, get out of there, and still have an injury, deal with that later? But that's my question.
Point
it's
of
like
determination
emergency beam up.
Point of determination is more like momentum.
So could we spend our point of determination for you to re-roll your attack roll?
I think it would be more relevant. Like a point of determination might be that Varren, despite his injuries, gets up and is able to activate in a round if he has a my team before me kind of value.
All right. Well, and I agree. In which case, I think right now the biggest thing is to get yourselves. It's going to be every man for themselves. We fucked this up. We're not going to make it out of there. Reggie and Davok need to get out of there. I have no idea when my turn is coming up. I may use it.
First things first, it's Davok's turn, and Davok needs to tell me, do you want to take the injury or do you want to spend the threat to avoid it?
Spend the threat and get out of there.
Yeah, we'll spend the threat.
Okay, you spend the threat to avoid your injury, so you're still up. That was the Centurion. We are next round to the Klingon, who is in direct combat with his batleth with Reggie.
You got this, Reggie.
Reggie, leave.
So, what do I need for a decapitate?
Well, I need to roll.
Oh, fuck yourself. Oh, go fuck yourself. That's not
Reggie
okay.
needs to roll 2 dice to see how many successes he gets, because if he gets more than the Klingon, he hits the Klingon instead.
Does he?
Does he?
Close combat is actually an opposed roll.
Is it?
Thinker, I don't think any of us have a value or ask to be beamed away. None of us have a value because we're not smart enough to make things like that.
Does that mean that I get to oppose that knife attack that was in close combat?
Well, basically, you both roll daring and security, and the idea is that whoever gets the more successes has scored the hit. So kind of think of it like the fighting fantasy ones where you add up and whoever hits. But the risk, of course, is that because obviously with a phaser, you just take an attack and you hit them, hopefully. In close combat, you only need 1 success, but at the same time, you need to really get one more success than your opponent. So that's why you might give them threat or spend momentum to throw a few more dice to get more successes to get that hit in, but you only need the 1 to actually succeed.
I like that you've conveniently kept this knowledge to yourself after I've been stabbing people with knives this whole time.
And I've been nerve pinching them.
And I've not been opposing those rolls.
We should.
You know what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you'd been rolling. I thought you'd been rolling opposing. In that case, carry on as we have been then.
No. Let's keep going as we have been, and then next time we'll do that later.
We're slightly over time already, so let's just
just carry on.
Get this round at least through. So, God, dropping dice already. Let's.
God damn it, Stu.
So this is 12.
Roll 20s.
Okay, so
you're asking that now in your Pathfinder game. You're not going to be asking that.
if it's any consolation, that would have been 3 successes anyway.
Do it. I mean, it is. It's no one cares about what's on the actual board.
So, Reggie takes 6 points of stress damage.
Wow.
Does Reggie have a value to use determination to avoid an injury?
No, Reggie is a supporting character, so doesn't have any determination points.
Okay, would Reggie like to spend threat to avoid an injury?
He's gonna have to.
Okay.
You know, the problem is ultimately is the beam out of here is going to spend threat to where we are kept here. So one of us is going to die tonight.
They've had the lock on for a little while. They've had time. We've gone.
I don't know. Wow. It better be Reggie.
We are back around to Varren. So, this whole determination thing, let's sort of retcon this a little bit. Does Varren have a value that would apply for him avoiding that injury?
Well, question. I'm not down to 0. I spent whatchamacallit I spent momentum to avoid an injury, so I don't actually have an injury. I'm down to.
Then you got injured again.
Did I? Because I still have a 0 point of stress.
I thought we told
I'm not
you
fully
to
on
take
stress. Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah, I thought we told you to take it.
Okay, sorry. Then I missed that. Then I am injured. My question
no,
is,
you take the momentum to prevent the injury.
no, I did.
You insisted on being injured.
No, you're right.
And then I came and healed you. That's what happened.
You're right.
5 minutes
Yeah.
ago.
You're right. You're right. I did insist before I
My
realized
fingers
how
really
the game
hurt.
works.
It's hard to concentrate right now.
Broken arm.
Yeah.
My question is, do we want to solve this now, or do we want to end it here? Write down where everything is at, and then come back.
Right, I've got a good place for us to do that. I just want to sort of power through just a couple minutes more.
Okay.
If we can.
No, I'm happy to. I just want to make sure that you're cool and that we're not going over and ruining anybody's time.
No worries.
In which case, if I am injured, am I incapacitated?
Well, that's the thing. That's what we want to check. So you can use your determination to not be injured anymore if you have an appropriate value.
If I do that, can I beam out?
You can ask to be beamed out.
Okay. Would it be a value or a focus?
A value.
I have puts himself first as a value. I would wake up, I would leave my team, and I would do it for myself as putting themselves first, as a, because it's not only is it a martial thing, it would be a self-preservation thing. And I'm sorry, guys, but if it is a value, I would do it for that.
I don't know if that would really count in this instance.
Okay, it's up to you.
That's interesting in game terms, because you can have that thing about if you've had to make a decision in the game that goes against one of your core values, that counts in the post game script.
Well, I mean, I'm almost positive that anything I do here is going to count in the post game script. But at this point, I would say, I mean, I can give other values that I have.
Only ones that you think might. I can see where you're coming at with the other one, but it's just that a little bit much of a stretch.
Okay, then I may reveal. No, then I may reveal things here. There's another value that would make Varren not give a shit about what the fuck is going on right here, and one of those might be xenophobia. The fact that Varren literally does not care about anyone in this situation.
No more. You need to say no more on that one. Xenophobia.
Okay.
Knowing what's behind it, I'm going to say yes, that will apply. You have shrugged off your injury, thanks to, in part, the help from an alien.
We'll deal with that shit later. But
that has gone very Trek all of a sudden, hasn't it?
If Varren can tap his shit and get the fuck out of there without the injury, he will do it, and he will leave.
Varren taps his shit and his comm badge and requests a transport up. We will see if that transport happens next time.
Oh my god!
What a game!
Wow.
Well, wasn't that interesting?
Did you ask to beam 3 up or beam me up? I'm not sure if I heard you.
The one person. Varren asked to beam himself up.
I
would agree with Captain Quinn in chat right now as he is spitting this shit out. However, there's a reason.
Do you know what? I'm going to get all technical here, and I'm going to ask you to give me the exact words that Varren uses.
Oh shit. I've never actually had to put myself into Varren's like actual ideology. Give me a minute. Give me 1 second. Varren would probably say, I can't save them. It's not worth it. Get me the fuck out of here. I can do more from the ship. That would be his response.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, it could have been as simple as, quick, beam me up.
No, I think for him, I don't think it would be that simple. I think.
Okay.
I think given everything that's happened, I think Varren, it would be that long.
I can't save them. Beam me up. I can do more from the ship.
Yeah, I can't save them. It's not worth it. I can do more from the ship. Beam me up.
Okay. We will see what happens next time.
Amy is looking so disapproving. Oh my God.
He got them to lock on to you. He had the foresight and you left him.
Yeah, I did.
You're not who I thought you were, Varren. You're not who I thought you were.
Having quit is bad of me as well.
Not very Starfleet.
So, as this Paul saying Borg mentality, Jesus Christ. Varren has his reasons.
I'm looking forward to finding out.
Thank you guys for hanging out. That was awesome.
Thank you all very, very much. And we will look forward to following up in a fortnight.
I will never be able to set foot in your Discord again.
Oh, brilliant. So looking forward to the next one.
You'll take care. To Matt.
I'll be conveniently, I'll be gone in the next one.
Maybe you won't see me next time.
Transported to just some random ship.
There's another stream going on with all the people who keep removing from this.
I might be dead, Usher.
Yeah, Bosh and I will be on another stream next week.
Paul's nailed it. Reasons.
Yeah, no, that's good.
On that note, right, bye
Cheers,
everyone.
Bye, guys.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's always rad. Thank you guys.